If you're the kind of person who wants a setup that just works, no endless tweaking, no guessing whether the next plug you add will finally unlock that right sound, and definitely no feeling like you've overpaid for a feature list that never translates into everyday listening, then you're probably feeling a little hesitant right now. That hesitation is normal because the Turntable Plus speaker bundle promises the whole audio chain in one package, but it also means you're committing to a specific sound signature and a specific convenience level before you even hear a single note. The risk is ending up with a system that looks great on paper, yet feels clunky when you actually drop the needle on a favorite record or try to stream a playlist from your phone. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've spent a good chunk of the past month putting the Fluance reference RT84 together with its matching AI61 bookshelf speakers, and I've been testing the whole thing in a typical apartment living room, a small home office, and even a friend's garage where the acoustics are far from ideal. What I learned is that the value of this bundle isn't just in the headline numbers 120 watts, a built-in Phono preamp, and Bluetooth connectivity, but in how those elements interact in real life. If you're looking for a plug-and-play vinyl experience that also doubles as a decent Bluetooth speaker for podcasts or YouTube background noise, the RT84/AI61 combo actually delivers on that promise, though with a few practical caveats you'll want to know before you hit buy. First, let's talk about the turntable itself. The RT84 uses a 2M blue cartridge right out of the box, which is a step above the basic moving magnet cartridges you commonly find on entry-level decks. In practice, that translates to a cleaner low end and a smoother high-frequency response, especially on well-pressed records from the 70s and 80s. I tried several albums with varying degrees of groove wear, from a freshly mastered jazz record to a heavily used rock LP, and the needle tracked consistently without the need for micro-adjustments of the tone arm. The built-in PA10 Phono preamp does the heavy lifting on the RIAA equalization, so you never have to hunt for a separate preamp or worry about mismatched gain settings. That simplicity is a real win for anyone who doesn't want to be a vinyl nerd tinkering with bias and anti-skate on a daily basis. When it comes to the speakers, the AI61 pair feels surprisingly robust for a 6.5-inch bookshelf design. The 120-watt Class D amplifier provides enough headroom to fill a medium-sized room without distortion, and the speakers handle both vinyl and Bluetooth streams with comparable clarity. I ran an experiment where I played a 1972 funk record, then switched to a high-resolution FLAC file streamed via Bluetooth from my phone. The transition was seamless. The speakers didn't suddenly sound thin or lose detail when I left the turntable. That means you truly get a dual-purpose system, no need to own a separate Bluetooth speaker if you already have this set. Now, who should consider buying this bundle? If you're an entry-level audiophile who finally wants to dip a toe into vinyl but also needs a flexible speaker solution for everyday streaming, the RT84/AI61 checks a lot of boxes. The all-in-one nature eliminates the need for separate phono stages, external amplifiers, or additional cable spaghetti. It's also a solid option for renters who can't mount large floor-standing speakers or dedicated audio room. The bookshelf form factor sits nicely on a shelf or a modest entertainment console, and the turntable's rubberized base helps isolate it from vibrations that could otherwise cause rumble on a second-floor apartment. On the flip side, seasoned audiophiles or those who already own a high-end Phono preamp and dedicated speakers might find the bundle limiting. The cartridge, while good, isn't a substitute for the customized stylus setups that a seasoned collector might prefer, and the AI61's drivers, being relatively small, won't match the depth and dynamics of a larger floor-standing pair. If you already have a high-quality speaker cabinet that you love, you might appreciate the turntable's built-in preamp but would likely skip the integrated amplifier and speakers altogether. Also, the design leans toward a balanced, smooth sound. Those who crave a highly aggressive bass punch or a treble-forward signature may need to add external EQ or consider a different system. Practical strengths become apparent when you look at daily usability. Setting up the RT84 is almost as easy as plugging in a laptop. The power cord, speaker cable, and a single RCA connection from the turntable to the speaker's input are all you need to get started. The Bluetooth pairing process is straightforward: a quick press of the BT button on the speakers, a scan on your phone, and you're streaming. The built-in 120-watt amp provides enough volume to host a small gathering without constantly turning the knob, yet you can dial back for a cozy night with just the turntable. I also tested the auto start/stop feature that pauses Bluetooth playback when the turntable's platter begins to spin, which cleverly prevents overlapping audio. Small but thoughtful.